Hey everyone, don't forget to stay tuned till after the video if you want to find out how to support me or where to follow me on social media. And also, if you like this video and like what I do, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. Anyways, thank you so much for choosing me, and on with the video. This is one of the few times you are going to get a warning from me. Because in lieu of how everyone reacted when I platformed Crowder or I platformed Matt Walsh, newsflash, I'm also a Blaire White fan. And I have been a Blaire White fan for years. I have been a member on her channel. And honestly, let's just say I've also done fan art for her. And short of having her merch, I'm pretty much a Blaire White stan, okay? By the way, Blaire, if you're looking for new designs and you need to find a new place to host your merch, I know a place. I got you. That being said, her most recent podcast is something that I really wanted to react to. And I think I'm going to start doing this a lot. I think I'm going to start reacting to other YouTubers' take on the BOPO movement because I want to see, is it just me? Am I the only one? I mean, I know the lovely mistress of the cult. I know she definitely agrees with me. And I know that Kiana agrees with me. But, you know, I want to see other people's takes. Other not crazy people's takes on exactly what they're doing on this insanity. So let's get this bad Larry loaded up, shall we? Speaking of, as I said before, leave your flight announcements out of the comments, guys. If you don't like that I'm reacting to a Blaire White video and it's in a positive light, I've said it numerous times. This is YouTube, not an airport. Don't announce your departure. Putting that out there now.
Video sponsored by Ibble. Make sure you guys download the app, follow me, and
by the way, I'm on Ibble. You should join it.
And talk to me on there.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Blaire White Project. Today's guest, I didn't know who she was a week ago, but as of a week ago, I became fucking obsessed.
By the way, I totally messaged Blaire and I was like, I'm going to react to this on my channel. I'm probably going to sit the whole time. She's like. Okay, I think I'm going to fast forward past the introduction because it's adorable, but that's not what I'm here for.
Like, is that in there? So I go.
No, we're not talking about that.
I couldn't help it.
That's a pussy ass beta bitch. Pussy ass beta bitch.
That's
what I'm saying.
I love that. That's what I came in on.
So unbearable. So like.
we need to talk about fatties because you're very honest on your channel about like, you know, you give skinny tips. That was a big one people were asking, was like, please have her give us skinny tips. Like, you're very honest about the fat acceptance movement. So what are your feelings about the fat acceptance movement?
So I'm allowed to speak of this because I was fat previously. I call it the fat gene. Like it takes a lot of effort for me to not be fat. So people have been watching me for 10 years or so. They know I was fat. I lost weight. Like, so anyone who has any questions about me saying something about fat people, yes, I can talk about it because it's coming from damn experience. It's laziness and bad decisions. That's all it is. This crap now about like uplifting the people who are fat or like putting them on a pedestal or saying they're beautiful. No, they're not. You guys are lazy, unhealthy. It's detrimental to society. You're lying to them. They're miserable. And this is coming from a place that I can speak of because I was once fat. Okay.
How fat were you?
I was like 185 pounds.
And how tall are you?
5'6".
Yeah, so that's like that. Yeah, that's fat.
It's fat. Okay, let's get over it. Like, it's fucking fat. Okay, and I'm so sick of people. It's not like Tess Holiday fat. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
yeah.
It's fat. By the way, she's anorexic, which is insane to me.
When she came out as anorexic, I was like, bitch, maybe you should be. I mean, that sounds crazy, but maybe you should be.
This is crazy. Like, I honestly cannot stand this craziness anymore. Like, I'm sick of it. It makes me sick. Yeah, so everyone knows that I always say, like, there's truth. Like, there's truth, there's not truth. Like, you should not eat after 8. Everyone knows that. If you're trying to lose weight, if you have like the fat gene like me, and it's like you just have a struggle in life about keeping weight off, you shouldn't eat anything after 8. There's no reason to eat right before you go to bed. The calories are going to sit inside of you. And yes, it's all about the fucking calories, you fat ass, okay? Calories in, calories out. If you're not working out, you don't need to eat that many calories. Like, that's it, period. It's not starving, it's just called math. It's simple math.
But, you know, also people can't do math. Like, people are usually like too stupid to even do math. You know what I mean? But that's how I also know that it is a choice, because like I also have like the fat gene, in the sense that like a lot of people in my family are fat, and like I'm the only one to like get out and like have a good body and like be like, you know, into fitness and all that. And I'm like, they could have done it too.
Yeah.
But, you know, people just have like every excuse in the world. And it's just so crazy how like everyone wants to be such a victim and so oppressed in some part of some like group, that it's like never in a million years would you think that like being fat would make you part of a group. Like, why are you part of a group being fat? It's like weird.
Yeah. Oh my God, because they can sit there and they can give each other, like, they can make bad decisions together and no one's going to judge them for it.
Right. Like, I understand being fat, but I don't really understand being like in like a fat group.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what? Why does that make you
It's
like
like
part of a group?
Food friends, like your fat food friends who like go to like Chili's and you whatever the fuck you want, no one's going to judge your ass, and you all like eat food and like just because you fat. Like,
Not Chili's, bitch. Oh my God. I cannot eat at
I
Chili's.
fucking love Chili's. Are you kidding me?
Wait, you love Chili's?
Yes, I love Chili's. I will never go. I haven't been in 10 years because it's so fattening, but yes, I love Chili's. So good.
Mine is Denny's, that I don't go to, but I wish I could go to like eat at Denny's.
Do you ever want to leave California in general because of that attitude?
Let's see. Probably I agree with her too.
It's like my business has grown
Thank
so
you.
much since I've stopped caring about what people like, you know, say or whatever. And it's like, it's almost like a cleaned house. Like I have a lot of like way more loyal, like honest fans, and they want to watch me. I don't need to be careful. I can be honest. I'm not saying like anything absolutely insane. I'm not like a Nazi or something like that. You know what I mean? That's what they're painting me out to be. I'm just speaking the truth. So yeah, no, I'm glad. If you don't like, I'm so happy that the crazy wokes, if they're not, they still watch though. They can't resist.
Yeah, they can't stop. They like love to hate.
Yeah, exactly. They love it, and it's like they're my biggest fans. So they keep posting things trying to get me canceled. It just goes viral, and I get bigger. So thank you.
That's also their whole ideology though, right? Because like at the end of the day, it's like people, like in my opinion, like everyone is kind of like a projection. Like they love to project what they aren't. So like they'll sit there and talk about how their ideology is so accepting and so loving and so tolerant, and they're like the main hateful ones. So it's like they will keep watching and they will keep leaving hate comments, and they just can't stop. Whereas you're right, it is cleaning house. When you're honest, it's like just as much as like building an audience is important, I also feel like, you know, alienating the correct people is important. Like when you just say what you feel.
How do I keep stopping on just the right moment? I kind of find that fun. All right, let's continue.
Feel. And so people who can't handle it know that they're not going to be there. You know what I mean? So they just leave you alone.
I don't walk around anyway. Like they're the rats. I call them the rats in the back of the class. Get the fuck out.
What have I told you guys? Weed out the weak. It's the same thing if you're dating, by the way. If you want to get your point across and you want to see exactly who's going to be able to listen to it, state it aggressively. Now, I will say this, I was talking about it with another friend actually today. If you want your message to reach multiple people, sugar compared to vinegar, you know, the whole fly concept. But if you just want to see who has the strength of mind to even hear it, show all your crazy on the first date. Show all your crazy when you state what you need to state. And let the cards fall where they may.
Fuck out of my class. Get the fuck off of my page. I don't want you here anyway. I think I give a fuck about your dumbass being here. Bye. Like, no, I don't. And
Exactly.
it's like the whole thing too is they're gonna end up eating their own. It's like the way they try to cancel us. You don't think that they're gonna start canceling each other one day? They always end up eating their own. Like all of their bullshit about silencing people. It's not just us. Like they're gonna silence other. It's gonna all like combust one day and explode. Like it's not only gonna be us. But whatever.
100%. And it's like, I do feel like the bullying tactics are like not working as well, because like you said, you started being outspoken in 2020. It's like, that was when it was like the worst. That was when like you couldn't speak out. You know what I mean? And now I feel like people are kind of like seeing through the charades and they're like, wait, actually, who the fuck are these like insane people running the world by bullying? And that's what they do, is they bully.
Totally. It's like the people who say they're so into body positivity, but they come on my page and say, "Oh my god, you're so
Ready.
fat, ugly, old."
Here we are.
Exactly.
Ones, for sure, who are like the woke. Like, oh my god, I have all of the fat friends.
I think
They
I found
say
the part.
how gorgeous their fat friends are, but they come on my page and they tell me I'm fat and ugly. Bitch, get the fuck off my page.
Which is the funniest part, because there are people that do that. On the one hand, they're supposedly the wokest people on the planet. They are body positive, all that stuff. But then as soon as they don't like me, this has been personal attacks. Not necessarily since I've done this, but usually it's people come at me from my side, like, oh, you're just a stupid fat bitch anyway. I'm like, I thought we didn't body shame. Thought we didn't judge people for that. Someone's mask is slipping.
Exactly. It's only when it's them. You know what I mean? It's like different rules for different people. I love what you say about how like you like, unless like obviously rare conditions, whatever, but like for the most part it's like a choice. I feel like being ugly is too, because it's like you can work hard and get a look together. Like even ugly people can get a look together.
Oh my god, totally.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to have that much money to look cute. Like, you're just,
Yeah, you can always put some sort of look together. Like even if you're like, there are people that like are disfigured, but like they have like a look, or like you can work hard and get surgery.
Yeah, there's even like ugly models, but they make themselves pretty.
I wouldn't even say surgery. I would say if you feel you are not an attractive person, you don't have to lean into that by having unattractive qualities. And what I mean by that is, if you dress a hot mess, if you keep your hair in a hot mess, if you act a hot mess, you're leaning into that. I have met people who maybe not, because I consider myself to be a normal looking person. I don't consider myself cute. This is not fishing for compliments. This is just seriousness. I consider myself to be a normal looking person. So I understand that if I want to be perceived as somebody who puts in effort, I make sure I look good. I wear jewelry. I put on makeup. I make sure my clothes fit. My clothes match. My hair looks nice. My hair is always kept up. I hate when I don't cut my hair, because I don't like, and I call it my Hillary Clinton haircut. Like when my hair gets too long, I feel like I look like Hillary Clinton, and I hate it. What I don't like is when someone sits there and goes, I feel so bad about myself. I feel like, then do something about it. Do something about it. It may be a harsh thing to say, but do something about it. If you don't like what's going on, if you don't like the way you feel, is something about your look and the way you look and the way you present yourself to the public. If you don't like how you appear, then you need to do something to fix that, to change that, to make yourself feel better. If you don't, do not expect somebody to come along and say, oh, but you're so cute or you're so pretty. Because 9 times out of 10, that person is just trying to appease you or make you feel better or make themselves feel better. You have to do something to make your outward appearance happen that you're happy with it. I guess that's the best way to put it. Maybe I'm off on a tangent. Let's continue. I'm still trying to find the Bopo stuff. It's a long interview. This is like a 45-minute interview.
The vibe to them. They like get it together.
Yeah, I love what you say about like having a vibe, because I feel like that's like literally 90% of being attractive. And the second part was, how do you shut out the hate? And I can't believe Blaire has like, colorful guns. That's so fucked up. And it's like, you're quote tweeting my tweet linking to my video, and you don't understand that you're amplifying it by like 50 times. It's like, thank you for the clicks.
What an odd thing to bring up. Because what is the shirt I'm wearing? If any of you are Gothix followers, then you know this is a circle of grift. And that's the exact thing right there. If you don't like somebody, don't bring attention to them. Okay? Because that is what you're doing. I need you guys to understand this. That is what you're doing. You are bringing attention to somebody by sharing their video, by hate watching them, by making videos about them. I was just talking this on my live stream. I was just talking about this to Leon on my live stream, that I don't make hate videos about anybody, and here's why. Because I do not wish to. I do not wish to at all. And I do not wish to invite that drama. And also, if I don't like somebody, why would I ever promote them in any way, shape, or form just by even doing a reaction on them to get them more clicks and views. And I know someone's gonna sit there and go, you don't know. Yeah, I do a grouping of people. And I don't even really go after that person themselves so much as I go after something that they're bringing up, a mentality idea. But if you're gonna go after a hate thing like, oh my God, how dare that person wear mom jeans or some shit like that, why are you bringing attention to it? If you're bringing attention to harmful, like actual harmful activity, that's one thing. Like telling people that being overweight has no medical issue, that every time somebody wants to lose weight, it's rooted in racism, shit like that. Let's continue.
Right, exactly. But that goes back to, like, I feel like being ugly is, like, you can work on it. It's not like it's a death sentence.
But this is something that I've actually talked to people about. And frankly, I think we have to start, and I think Abba and Preach said it. I might insert a clip here of them saying it, if I can find it. But I think we have to understand that sometimes you're not going to be pretty. You're not going to be the cute one. You're not going to be, it's okay to look average. It's okay to not be the hot thing. Some people are really attracted to that. And honestly, because it's a more natural thing. It's why there are plastic surgery things I could do to adjust certain parts of me. At the end of the day, is it really worth it? I would rather, like, my teeth. Okay, some of you guys really like my buck teeth, and let me tell you something, this is a revelation, all right? Because, like, for years, one of the first insults usually to come out people's mouth is, oh my God, that buck tooth fat ass bitch. That is literally the lineage of it. It wasn't until I got older and was like, oh my God, your buck teeth is so cute, and I'm like, where were you in 3rd grade? Where were you when I was in middle school? What's up? Could have used you in high school. Like, but I know kids are cruel. Whatever. The point is, for me, my husband ain't never said my buck teeth were cute. Like, come on now. Like, my mother, okay, you guys ready for this? Segue. Ready for this bullshit? My mother, God rest her soul. She wanted to pay extra to have my buck teeth straightened for the photos. Okay, now I want you to think about that, guys. Let's take a moment to really conceptualize this. You know Cassie before she gets married, she got the buck teeth. You know Cassie after she's got married, she's got the buck teeth. You're looking at Cassie sitting in front of you. She's got framed photos on the wall, okay, of her getting ready for the wedding that day. So taken by her friends with the buck teeth. And yet all the official photos have straight teeth. Is anyone else wondering who thought that was a good idea? Like, mother up in heaven, what were you thinking? She wanted to do the same thing with trimming down our arms. And I'm like, Mom, it's gonna look stupid. Number one, this was a decade ago, guys. Like, as of next month, I'm married for 10 years, okay? Technology wasn't as good back then, okay? Okay. So this would have been a horrible Photoshop job. Start with that. And then on top of that, just how, like, insane would it be? Oh, Cass, when did your teeth get bucked? Oh, sometime before and after I got kicked in the face during the ceremony. They were straight. Only for that day, though. After the honeymoon night, went right back. Like, sorry, went off on a tangent. But that's the kind of stuff I just think of, like, either way. Let's continue.
Are you, like, traumatized for being fat in the past?
Pretty much, yeah. Like, I am traumatized from being fat. I am fat phobic for myself. People say you're fat phobic. No, I'm not fat phobic for you. You can do whatever you want. You're unhealthy, miserable, and like you're not pretty. But like I am fat phobic for me. And when I see fat people, it makes me uncomfortable because I know that feeling. You don't feel good. You're not healthy. You're not happy. I
will say this. I can't relate to that And that's again how the BOPO movement got me. I don't hate myself. I am happy in my life. The only reason I want to lose weight is because it's healthier. But I had no true, there's a couple other reasons, but they're really superficial reasons. But the point is, guys, that I can't relate to that sitting there saying like, you know, you're not happy or stuff like. I don't relate to that particular thing.
I'm positive all this, okay? And it's not comfortable to walk around with extra weight on you.
That's
it's
true.
Very uncomfortable.
That's true.
Yeah, no, it's not like I'm fat phobic or whatever. But
I will say this. Since I gained the extra weight from the depression, I will say this. What I didn't feel before when I was still BOPO crazy, I feel now. Now that I've tipped the scale too far, I do agree on that. My knees, they remind me. They remind me very well.
Yeah, I am traumatized from me being fat. I never want to be fat again. It's really difficult.
Yeah, that's kind of like, you know, like I got a nose job and before, like my nose was literally so huge and like when I think about it, it's traumatizing. Like I don't want to have a huge nose. Like I like having a cute little button nose. Thank you, my surgeon. Like I
like you with a big nose. Like
I will say, Blaire, I disagree. You didn't have a huge nose. You just, you know, you had your natural nose. And it did have a more prominent arc. I will say that. But no, I wouldn't say you had a huge nose. But I will say if you're happy with it now, woohoo.
Oh my God.
And I start convulsing and then sometimes I pass out and like one time I hit my head and I started bleeding. It was crazy.
Oh my gosh.
But you know what's so funny about the fat shit is like, you know, people like whenever they like lose a bunch of weight, that's when they want to admit that they were so miserable and so unhappy. It's like,
yes.
You probably should just admit that while you're that because it'll help you get there faster. It's like they go through.
Again, I will say this, guys. I'm not saying that everything is hunky-dory with it. I will say that if you're losing weight for reason, like, guys, I've said it before, I'll say it again. You should like who you are now. You should not hate who you are now. If you hate what's going on with your body, you should like yourself enough to say, I love what I'm in to fix it. Again, for instance, that's what I'm doing. I love myself. Maybe sometimes a little too much. Especially these, ooh. Look what I did there. There we go. Got malfunctions. I went for an aesthetic today, kids, and let me tell you something. It's cute sitting still. In movement, not so much. Anyways, so and I have a little mirror here to keep track of it so it looks cute. So we're gonna see post-edit how bad this looks. But the point is, you should love whoever's in that mirror enough to do what is good. But a lot of what I'm hearing here is body dysmorphia, which I can't relate to. I don't see that the way and I hear a lot of people. So I'm very grateful, like, grateful as hell that I do not have that problem because I don't. So I definitely understand it though. But again, remember guys, the needle and the knife can't help you if you don't love who's there to begin with and you don't cherish and you don't want to take care of who's in the mirror. If you hate yourself, then you're going to be chasing after something that's never going to appear. You're going to be chasing it forever.
This whole thing, like, yeah, I was being fake. Yeah, I was like lying to everyone that I felt beautiful. It's like, just be honest now, you know?
Right, I know, and just take care of it. Just, I mean, it's gonna take a while, but you'll be so much happier. Oh my God, it's like the best. It's the best not being fat.
Right, and like get a nose job if you like need a nose job.
I will say though, I think no matter what, when you work towards something, if you ever work really hard towards something and you have to like put in that effort, she makes a really good point. You are going to feel so happy once you've achieved it. It might take a long time. The way I'm exercising, it's going to take a real long time. I'm doing it slow. I'm being gentle. I'm making sure that it's in small spurts. Like, in case, because I know if people have asked me, I will do this tiny update. I am taking an exercise challenge. I am walking every other day. The only day I take off is Monday right now. Is this extensive work? Absolutely not. What I am doing is essentially bare minimum. but I'm doing it. I'm slowly doing it. I'm making proper changes. I'm making proper dietary choices. Again, as you all know, the ever-present bottle of gigantic water is always right by me. Although someone made a valid point. This could be partially an OCD. Now, I do have claustrophobia, and I do get really panicky when I think I can't breathe, and drinking water makes me feel like I can. Do it that way you will.
100%. What were you like in high school, and were you bullied for being overweight at that time?
Yeah, I was fat in high school too. So I've been fat like twice in my life.
Oh.
And I was like, didn't have any friends. I was like bullied, and I hated everyone. And it's
I get what she said, but for some reason it's like weird. Because like saying I've been fat twice in my life, it's like I've been to Vegas twice in my life. Like it's an instance when really it's like 2 periods in my life I've been overweight. That's it. That's just me being weird.
From me being fat, like I was fat and I had like my wall up, my guard up. I was very like defensive, and it all stemmed from me being fat.
Right.
So, yeah, I was in high school.
Yeah. Oh my God, these are like all about fatties. What do you think about fat people wearing your jewelry as if they are cute?
Okay, this is a fair question, and that's the thing. I know you guys say it's not that I hate fat people. I don't hate fat people. I told you that. I was fat, and that's why with my line, that I've had my line for like 10 years. When I was fat, I can make jewelry like that fits any kind of person, and that's like I love that about jewelry. When I was fat, I was able to wear jewelry to make me feel pretty. So I love making jewelry for people of all sizes.
Right.
So it's not. I don't feel any type of way about fat people wearing my jewelry.
I really do think if you're at that point where you don't even want fat people wearing your jewelry, you might need some help at that point, because you can't stop people. Like, so for instance, I was remembering back in my BOPO days, I was really feeling some type of way that Victoria's Secret literally came out and said, we don't want fat people in our clothes. Like, they straight up came out with that. We don't want fat people in our clothes. Guys, I was like so upset because like Victoria's Secret, they came out and they were like, we do not want fat people in our clothes. And I remember sitting there saying, I was so annoyed and I wanted to piss them off so much, I was willing to go buy like several shirts and staple them together all around just so I could wear their clothing and piss them off. And now my mentality is, okay, then I won't wear your shit. Like, I just won't wear it then. Okay, problem solved. I don't know. That's just how I view it.
I think that it's better to be thin because you'll be happier.
And then also, like, just because you are fat, it's like doesn't mean you shouldn't be able to like accessorize your outfit. Like,
Hey,
you should probably
like, you're
dress for
fat
your.
right now, but hopefully you lose the weight and you're not fat. But like, you should still be pretty when you're, or like go out and look as good as you can.
Yeah, like where you.
As a matter of fact, and I'm gonna keep interrupting them now. I have friends who won't buy clothes until they lose weight. So what, you gonna walk around naked in the meantime? Well, I don't want to waste the money. Bitch, you're gonna waste money anyway. Wear something for now. Like, put something on. Get clothing. Okay? And that's how I would do. I don't foresee the point. I don't understand the point of not wanting to look good while you're transitioning. Sure, you're gonna have clothing that you're not gonna keep for long, but the other side of that is you have clothing you can donate, then give to somebody else. You can resell it. There's a billion different reselling apps now. As long as the clothing is in good condition, it's not like you're not gonna make some money back. Don't look dowdy and don't look a mess just because you're mad about the situation you're in. You should always respect the body that you're in. And respecting it, in my opinion, dress nice. Dress something. Dress in no system.
Not gonna wear bracelets because you're fat. Like, how does that make any fucking sense? This person,
she's right.
Do you aspire to be what are your top 3 tips for being skinny?
Okay,
let's hear this.
Tips for skinny is 1,200 calories a day only, and like document every single thing you eat. Don't eat.
Okay, the first one, calorie deficits are not bad, but you shouldn't do that forever. That's not healthy for forever, okay, guys? That can lead to an eating disorder. No, so you shouldn't do 1,200 calories a day forever. However, that second one, documenting, yes, because I think we're very forgiving to ourselves, okay? We sometimes are much more willing to be sympathetic to ourselves, to our problems, be like, well, we can have this, so we can have that. You know, how many times? 5 more minutes. Just a little more. Just one more slice. One extra piece. Always document what you're eating. Food journals really do help. Perspective is what it gives, and that's the most important part. People really need perspective.
After 8,
I think that doesn't count, like, especially what if you're an overnight worker? Like, I think it's just a matter of if you go to bed, because I've always said that 2 hours before you go to bed is when you should stop eating. That's the real rule. You should allow your body 2 hours. You shouldn't be eating all the way up until bed. That actually falls into my mattress videos, and that's because your body has a harder time processing it. So when you eat anything right before bed, especially if it's high in protein or high in sugars, that's actually going to make your brain react different. It's going to process all the chemicals in your body differently. This is really important because that's why sometimes you might have nightmares. That's why you might have restless leg syndrome. It's why you might have bowel issues or potty issues in the middle of the night. It's very important what you're ingesting and when you're ingesting it, because you'll be surprised how much it affects you. You'll be very surprised. Like, there are certain parts of warm milk before bed, that's great, but guess what? Still a protein source, still a sugar source. That's why you're probably gonna have a lot of dreams, you're probably gonna wake up in the middle of the night needing to poo, all sorts of fun things.
and download the Lose It app.
The Lose It app. Okay.
The Lose It app. It's like the one that tracks all of your calories and everything, but like it just keeps you so accountable.
I think it's good to track your calories. If that's an app, I will not promote it yet because I don't know anything about it, but I'll look into that.
Okay, all the fatties in the chat, download Lose It.
They won't. They won't. They won't.
They won't.
Be fat. They'll always be fat. They'll always be fat.
Hey, hey! I just got through saying I'm gonna look it up. How dare? How dare? But no, it was definitely something where I was happy to hear. I thought there was gonna be more, but it's the truth. Like, you know, if you want to lose weight deep down inside, stop letting somebody stop you from it. Stop letting yourself stop you from it. But that's all. That's all I can really say about it. I really enjoyed. Maybe I'm gonna do more reactions, but maybe to someone. Should I do it to different people? What you guys think? Let's have a discussion down in the comments below. Let's ignore some of the other topics because I don't really feel like they're having to be drama. You guys choose to. Don't look for me to. I am not gonna interrupt any drama. Okay. At all. You enjoy that on your own, kids. But for sure, what I will tell you is this, guys. I definitely agree with some of what she said. It is true that sometimes formerly fat people like her do get very visceral about it. But that's because if you have super negative connotations with your overweight body to the point where you're mad, you are mad at that body, it's useless. Don't be mad at it. Love who it is. And then fucking fix it. Like, think of it like a passion project. Okay? It really sucks if you're working on something and maybe, like, you know, you're building a house, right? You might get a nail in your finger. You might fall. You might get splinters. It's going to suck. It's going to be a lot of hard work. But the payoff is worth it. I see it in the same token. Same idea. Keep that in mind. Make yourself your passion project. Make yourself your passion. And, you know, let's work for real body positivity, guys. That's what I would like to see. the real positivity of, hey, I love who I am and I want to be the healthiest version of myself. Actual health, not the made up TikTokers. Okay. Let's not fall into that now, kids. Let's not fall into that little trap. That's all I had to say in this one, guys. I will see you in the next one. Hey guys, and we have more community shout outs. I have been getting quite a few, and please keep sending them. I want to celebrate you. We have 2 today. I only know them by their screen names on Instagram, but we have MCH Bossy, and MCH has had a quite a roller coaster. She has been dieting since she was 12. Her highest recorded weight was 370. That was almost 8 years ago. And when she was 12, she weighed 200. So she's been like, in the larger size for quite some time, and she's been really struggling with that. She got weight loss surgery in 2015, lost 200 pounds, gained 120 back, then lost 100, then gained 40 to 50 this year. This summer, she has already lost 20 somewhat of those pounds. She's guesstimating her weight is around 220. Why are we only guesstimating? Well, right now she is trying to not focus on the numbers, so that way she can dedicate herself to eating well and getting the right progress through clothes. Now, here's why that's the case. Our young lady lives in Shanghai, China. Okay, so dang, and she wanted to let me know the main thing was, are you ready for this? Fat accepting chicks would hate it here. Talk about a culture obsessed with looks and thinness. I've had many strangers tell me I'm fat. My boss comments on my weight and food habits frequently, and random people have grabbed my arm and belly fat in public. Like, just come up and grab my fat. I'm gonna let any of my Chinese viewers in on a very little secret. Never do that in America unless you wish to lose some teeth. Never. I don't care what you think you did. Don't put your hands on strangers, kids. But what we want to celebrate is that MCH is fighting. She is working for it. And she is doing her best to keep that weight off. And we want you to keep up the fight. Especially over there in China. My God. Like, that's a lot, girl. That is a lot. The other one we have is Sui-san. Or Siusan. It's Siusan. So I'm hoping I'm saying it right. And let me tell you something, guys. She has busted some ass. Starting weight, 445. Current weight, 228. Rockstar! That's what we're talking about. Siusan said, I've worked my whole life. I feel like I need to lose weight. I started with walking. I am still walking and adding weights and therapy to understand my relationship with food and why I did this to myself. And I feel better than I have in years. And then she told me she likes my channel, and thank you. Ladies, I love that you are working hard on your journey. Please keep working hard. Do not give up. Do not give in. You guys are killing it. You don't even realize that you are helping to inspire others. All of you have helped to inspire me every single day. Please keep sharing, guys. I want to know about your weight loss, your health journey. I want to know about your muscle journey. Anything you're doing to better yourself and to be healthier, please tell me. And if you guys would like to share it with me, you can share it to me on my Instagram. All of my socials are in my About page on my YouTube. It's in the little socials button at the back. If you want to email it to me, you can email me at thestarson@yahoo.com. Just send anything over that you feel is a strong progress for you. I want to share everyone's hard work. Hey, if you like that video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, help me out with that algorithm. I want to first off thank all of my patrons. You guys are amazing. You help fund me. You help me do this. Thank you to Lisa, John Quinn, Sherry Molosky, Emil DeVry, Edie, Anime Chan, Lady Derpy, Choco Hooligan, Amelia, Esteban, It's Brentley, Gina Cena, Rox, AJ Larry, and Becoming a Better Me, and Pink Dolphin Milk 65. Guys, if you want to join my Patreon, it starts as low as $1 a month, goes all the way up to $20, whatever else you want to give me. And we have a lot of different good perks. You can get drawings from me, you get patron exclusive artwork, and I try to get my videos out as early as possible to my patrons, although I have been failing a bit lately. If you like a lot of the merchandise that I wear, please make sure to check out No System. That is nosysnose.com. A lot of my shirts and jewelry do come from there. And here is all of my social media. If you enjoy my artwork, if you enjoy my rants, and if you just enjoy me, you can follow me on all of these different networks. I am like fly poo, I'm everywhere. Don't forget to check out my older videos or my most recent video, which will be right here. And otherwise, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have an amazing day. And don't forget to tell the people that are important to you that you love them and to be safe. So, guys, I love you. Be safe. Have a wonderful day. Bye. Matt, I am totally recording right now. What's up? Yes, I know you're pressing buttons. I know. Yes, you are pressing buttons. And okay. That's Zorro and Penny. Right there. And they're roughhousing. And I don't know if you guys realize how big of a deal that is. Papu! What you do? Look how stinking cute this old man is.